Hello and welcome everybody to Neil. Go.
To Honorbound, Redemption of the New Guard, season something, episode something.
I think it's about season 2. I'm not exactly sure. Wait.
Season
We're
2,
live,
season
Justin.
1.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh god damn it. The cams are so bad right now. Give me 1 sec. You guys continue on.
So,
everything's set up.
No, everything
Yeah.
wasn't set up besides the cam. I set a cam without Justin. No, Justin appeared.
Exactly.
well, that's how it works. Someone shows up. It's Murphy's Law, right?
Justin,
Anything
you
that-
need to
anything that
stop
can happen
doing
will
this.
Sorry, I'm late.
If it can go wrong, will go wrong.
It's okay.
I actually like woke up in time, and then I don't know.
Then you unwoke up. You went back to sleep.
First,
All right, things
Kind
happen.
of.
So,
We haven't actually done anything. Just in time.
Yeah, we literally just started.
How's it been going? Guys,
Fixed.
we haven't seen you since last week. Ryan, you missed last week when I jumped out of a 200-foot tower and survived intact,
you
no
told me-
problems.
You told me at least that much.
it was all a dream, so it doesn't count.
Or whatever.
Oh.
Was that just what you
so
get?
what's up?
Like, you auto pass your saving throw and choose to take half damage or something?
No, I just took a fall. I took a bunch of damage, but it didn't put me to negative my max. So
Isn't it D10 per 10 feet or something like that?
No, it's D6.
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 So it's the same as it's always been?
26. I took about 70 damage, and I was fine. And I rolled a natural 20 on my saving throw versus
Survived
death.
70 damage. That would kill me like 4 times over. 3 times over.
My max
only-
HP is 46. So 46 minus 70 is 0 in this system.
Okay. 70 would insta-kill me, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
I only have 33
You only have
HP.
35? Oh, wow.
Yep.
I'm glad
Yeah.
it wasn't you that jumped out the window then.
I don't think
70 would-
Bowen would have jumped out the window. Yeah, something tells
70
me.
would actually insta-kill me too.
Something tells me like Thimble would be the only one to come up with that idea.
And the only one to survive it.
Yeah, that's actually true. Well, everybody else. I mean, what have you been doing, Neil? How is Vietnam?
Cranky because there's no internet the internet is not stable enough for me to stream. So very cranky.
I just found.
Enjoying
Other
your
than
life
that,
off the
food is
grid?
cheap.
Sorry, go on.
Other than that, the food is cheap. Making friends with the other English teachers here. All they ever talk about is their classes, and oh, did you have this class? Oh, when I teach this class, I do blah blah blah. So it's
I have a solution to that, actually.
I'm all ears.
Dating a teacher. So what you do is you implement a policy where if after the first drink, if they continue to talk about their classes, they have to finish their current drink and get another one. And eventually they
I
stop
think that
talking.
works if it's even like if there's a small group, but when you have like 15 people and you're the only non-teacher there, it's harder to. You can't get everyone to agree to that ahead of time.
No, see, this rule actually was implemented by teachers that I know to get them to stop talking to their kids because they didn't want to like go out and then be lamers who always talked about their kids. So if you bring it up, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
They just need some cool hobbies to talk about, like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, just bring them in on a bound. I'll kill them a couple of times.
Yeah.
They'll be happy.
What about you, Chucky?
Yes.
We heard you speaking in Vampire earlier. What are you up to these days?
Actually, a lot of stuff. I'm setting up a green screen. So I don't know if you see this, but this is the whole thing just came in today. Well, not fully. This is the static. There's another one that's packed over on there, and I have a 3x6 meter studio green screen here, and I'm just waiting for the bar that should come above on each of those status up, so I can set it up behind me. So most likely next
Cool.
week I'll actually have a green screen.
So,
And I've been streaming a lot. That's
Then you'll be super fancy.
yeah, the production value of Chucky's stream.
going up.
Putting you to shame, Neil.
Oh, I have no shame. My intention is not to be a streamer. My intention is to be a D&D person. Screw yeah. I've long lost my ambition to be a variety streamer. And Justin, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. One of the downsides of dating an ER nurse or dating a science teacher or dating any kind of teacher who teaches
Your
children
girlfriend does a lot of things.
is I'm just listing examples of women I've dated. Is that they get sick a lot. And so currently I spent most of yesterday like nursing the wife, and now the wife is still sick, but she's feeling better. And then it's like and the wife's girlfriend is currently working as an aide at an ER, so I'm getting it from like both sides.
Okay.
Yes.
So
He
Chase,
just said
where
it.
are we?
Hard over here, trying not to make the jokes. Maybe I should just make.
I think the
jokes.
most important part.
That's literally true, so it's fine. You can make the joke.
Nope.
D&D, guys. D&D.
Podcast.
D&D. Okay, so what happened with Bowen? Bowen? What?
I don't know. I asked.
It's your call.
before We went live, and
It's-
you wouldn't tell me.
Basically, what happened? What we said is that you went on to help with building the cathedral, but I may have been lying. What did happen with Bowen?
I don't know how many days have elapsed. And did the party just disappear, or did they tell me
no.
they were going?
No,
somewhere?
you only a week has elapsed, the rest week, and the party hasn't disappeared.
Oh, so you just played something they did during the rest week.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool.
You're still in Varus right now, but
Yeah.
something have been happening, and I'll say that you guys do meet up, just to make this a bit easier. Did we stop last? If I'm correct, you were still on the Little Hill, or have you gone back to Varus?
I think we went back to Valis.
Oh,
We flew off.
We had
on
left
our-
Valis to go.
Yeah, we were arriving in the Elven Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
That's where we ended.
So you picked up just Bowen on the way, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay, so Bowen, you were basically just taken on the Griffin, like real fast, no question asked, just jump in, let's ride.
In Valis.
In Varus, yes, because
Okay. One week later.
yeah, you've heard a couple of stuff happening in the city. There's been some commotion in the past few days. You're not
I
exactly sure
literally-
what.
I saw no sign of the party.
You
during
saw
that rest.
you saw them a couple of times. They came to you with a disease they had from the Otyug, and you cured them.
I think I already. Okay, maybe I put it off and didn't actually get around to doing it. But yeah, sure. I cured
Yeah.
diseases. I probably used most of my spell slots to like conjure bacon for starving orphans. And
Yeah,
worked
you still
on
have a full.
Sure, I
rest
worked on the cathedral. I made sure that the propaganda campaign went as planned.
Oh, I also might have asked you to remove curse on me at some point.
Unfortunately, in this campaign, remove curse doesn't work, so I can't help you there. Just kidding. Sure, I could have. What did I remove curse on?
I found a cursed spell book. And when I opened it, I got cursed.
What kind of curse?
It was like a D100, and the curse was that I became focused upon my true goals to the exclusion of all other things.
No, to your current,
So
to your current objective, and this isn't actually like killing the curse is not going to help this. This
Really?
is yes. This
I
is
told you remove curse didn't work in
no.
this campaign.
This is madness. This is becomes a permanent part of yourself. This becomes as natural as everything else that is Marfer. This is literally not a curse. This is an effect, and it's a permanent effect. It's one of maybe other effects like short-term madness, like going crazy and starting just smacking everybody across the head with your hammer, could have been taken away with that spell, but you just rolled a very high number.
How are magical compulsions not curses?
It's
DM said so.
The DM said so, exactly. As I said, as is described, the madness section, this effect that you got is a permanent effect. It cannot be taken away.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you
there's
guys...
that. You're permanently mad, and Thimble has a ring stuck on his finger. And the powers
I
that
have
be
a ring on my finger, yeah.
have dictated that
Run the
must
bear,
stay as
Neil.
they are.
Run the bear.
I don't have... There's no bear. There's no bear.
Do not have the power. Okay, yeah, sure. Doesn't sound like we needed. Okay, so then at the end of the week, at the prearranged time, or I guess about the prearranged time, I'm like, where are these guys? We're supposed to be heading out today, and then all of a sudden they come swooping in on Griffinback.
Yes, as I said, you've heard some commotion going on, like in the city,
Sure.
and especially in that night, you heard a lot of screams and a lot of fires going up in the city, like fires in the idea of torches and
so
a lot
I was
of people.
probably on the front lines firefighting and
No.
No.
It was a mob. It was not a building gone on fire.
Okay, so then I was diffusing the mob. I don't think you can just say something like that and assume that my character doesn't react unless I didn't know. Or
you just heard about it afterwards because it was diffused.
So I was on the other side of the city.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's probably shit like that going on all the time. I mean, it's a ruined city with a castle crashed into it. In that case, maybe I spent the week doing more law enforcement than I had described, but we can breeze over that.
Okay, so I mean, you're in the Griffins. You haven't had an interaction for some time, so do you guys wanna talk about anything, or do we just wanna swoop into the?
How are we supposed to talk? How's it going over there?
Actually, we're all on one Griffin because there's 3 zombies on the other one.
Not okay. No. Well, I kind of hate these Griffins.
Yes, actually, you would know they're zombies because you've seen them disguised in this before, but they don't look like zombies.
The Griffins are okay with transporting zombies?
Yeah,
they're not okay with it.
So they throw a hissy fit when I try and steer them, but they will take orders from a zombie, or at least transport a zombie.
They're transporting a zombie, yeah.
I don't like these Griffins at all. If it wasn't so far, I'd walk. Okay, sure, whatever. Party on one Griffin, and...
Also, the Griffins can't speak common, so you not being there was very confusing for a while.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. They tried to talk with them. It's, you take them back, and then they remember Thumbelina.
How much weight can a Griffin carry?
I don't know.
Bowen plus gear is close to 400 pounds.
Seriously?
One second, then we might
You're pretty beefy.
You are very beefy.
Probably more like 300, 350, but
let's see, so
pretty heavy. I mean, I'm a full-size human, plus heavy armor, plus a fully loaded backpack.
I guess you're wearing plate mail. Although your plate mail's half weight.
The plate mail weighs half. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
But I kind of want to get rid of the plate mail now. I'm sure it's cursed with an unremovable curse spell, and I'm gonna regret taking his handouts.
So they can carry quite a lot with the strength of 18.
Strength of 18?
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that much.
We also got attacked by some hellhounds and a masked
You
figure.
did. Speak for yourself. I stayed...
Yes.
Yeah, with strength of 18, you can only carry 270 pounds. Strength of 18 is just like
walking,
really
but
person.
Would flying be different?
I assume it's the same carrying capacities.
It would be the same carrying capacity. So having... I would say we equal those two.
So one Griffin can basically carry me, and maybe even be slowed down by that. There's no way a Griffin can carry several bodies. Well,
it can carry it can carry the zombies. It can carry them, but not you. Like
Well, okay, so they're just going to be heavily encumbered, I guess. If they're okay with that, we're moving.
Yeah,
in like
we already went into the idea. They kind of told the party that it would take a lot longer to get there in that condition, and they seem to be okay with it. I mean, I don't know what's your take on this.
I mean, I guess I don't have any. So we're flying on Griffin back, and we're fast forwarding to I guess camp that night. I don't think we can have a conversation on Griffin back.
Yeah, you can fast forward for a camp.
But if you want to get some cool travel music going, and we'll just figure out where we get to at the end of the first day.
Well, I don't think there's any travel music. We just have Mountain Pass on, so you guys make a camp in a small wooded area, maybe close to what seems to be a lake, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, Neil, but the thing of the right of Varus.
What color is it? It's blue.
It's not. How could it's kind of a it's blue, yeah.
Huh.
Then it's water of some kind. If it's the same blue as the ocean, then it's an ocean. If it's a different blue and it's in a long line, it's a river. And if it's a different blue and roughly in like a blob, then it's a lake.
That's a lake. Okay, good.
All right.
So you make a.
I thought I made my maps pretty clear.
Why can't I find us on the map?
If you type it and the name point, type Varus.
Yeah, but most of the ages there is no Valus. I'm trying to figure out which.
Literally, I just entered the site and typed in Varus, and you can use.
The Griffins are large, right? Jackie, the Griffins are large.
The Griffins are large creatures. Yeah.
Larger creatures can bear more weight, whereas tiny creatures carry much less. For each size category, with medium, double the creature's carrying capacity, and the man can push, drag, or lift.
Cool. All right, not a problem.
That thing to the
that is a
to the
swamp,
east is a swamp.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. So you
with
make
a ruin in it. So we probably camp in the ruins, actually.
Yeah, that's actually
if Neil's if Neil were DMing, there would be something horrible waiting for us in those ruins. But
if I was DMing there, something would have happened to you on the way to the ruins. I think I'd let you just fly around on griffins all day, easy peasy.
But I think that seems like a logical thing. Like the sun setting, we're getting over the marsh.
Like dropping a bow. Dropping a magic bow?
Yeah, like dropping a bow while you're flying on griffin back.
Yeah.
And then the bow getting collected by ogres and being stored with the giant red dragon.
Yeah. That sounds good. Okay, we'll take that.
Roleplay reference?
Yeah, this is a roleplay reference.
Like a year ago.
It was a critical miss. It was like a 1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 1 followed by a 1 on a saving throw versus death.
Wait, we're flying.
Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe that second part was a lie,
right?
You are flying to the Wandering Woods, to the west, to the east. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it looks like we made. I guess that makes sense. We made probably like a couple 100 miles that day. Which ruin do you think do we settle in? We probably
probably the one
getting
before
sunset, and we point out like it's probably on a hill or something. An old.
The one before.
Let's not camp in the swamp. Let's camp before the swamp, guys.
Yeah, so how about that ruin in the forest? It's probably like a old decrepit keep on a hill or something. What is it, Chucky?
The ruin there seems to be a old temple. It's a pretty big stone building up in the forest. There seems to be, like around it, there seems to be the remnants of a long lost village, but the temple is the only building that's still standing as somewhat of a shelter.
Sure, yeah. So we make camp, make a fire. I guess we can breeze through the next. Well, anyways, so just I think this is probably when you would tell
tiny
me
hut as a ritual every single night we're sleeping out.
Okay.
So
it sounded like you were gonna fill me in on there was some combat with something evil.
Yeah, we went to retrieve the griffins. We were attacked by hellhounds, and a masked figure sort of stood on the edge of the forest and watched. And when we drove them off.
When you say hellhounds, you mean
fire-breathing dogs?
Yeah, fire-breathing dogs.
Under normal circumstances, this would concern me. But considering the things I've seen these past few weeks, business as usual.
Okay. So you cast Leomund Sunny Hut.
I will tell the party what I know about hellhounds if it's anything.
You can roll me. You can roll me a religion check if you want to.
Yeah.
casting Leomund Tini's Hut in this game is like saying to the DM, you don't even need to roll for random encounters.
Yeah. So I probably know. I mean, the Hellhounds come from, what are they in this universe? The Nine Hells.
Yeah, no, the underworld, if I'm correct. Looking at me.
I don't know. Well, no.
I think isn't the underworld Havenbrook the underworld?
Yeah, but that's more of like
that's
it's
where
not,
like
the
dead
underworld's not a bad
spirits go.
place.
That's not where.
Yeah, think of Hades. It's not an evil place.
Okay,
it's
so
just
where's
where the spirits go?
Yeah, so where's the like? Is there another realm where all the demons?
We don't need. I mean,
here's the entire pantheon mythology of gods for you. So
they
if
come
there
from
was
the
some
same
sort of
same plane that all these demons are coming from.
Yeah.
And I'll share whatever Aster's myth is, or whatever my religion's myth is regarding.
The idea is hellhounds are usually hunters, and hellhounds. And this, what you know about hellhounds, is that they usually have a master, and the master of hellhounds has legions of them. Very rare have hellhounds treaded the path of Sauron, and only when very powerful forces have bound them to a contract.
Yeah.
I would say they would come from Ponos, the god of suffering and the undead.
Okay, Pronos sounds good.
Ponos, huh?
Yes. The son of Vorasi and Nadinus. He is one of the lower gods.
So is this weird diagram supposed to? I mean,
That's
is that
supposed to
a
depict
cosmological
the world.
depiction? Like, so these are plane. Like, there's a.
Yeah, those are
Is there like a
the
plane
four
of order
elemental
that you can go to?
planes. There's the four elemental planes. The sphere in the middle is the world of Solemn. The space between the sphere and the four planes is the astral plane.
But the
And then the rest are
order,
kind
death,
of
chaos, life. Those aren't planes of existence. Those are like
no,
forces
those are the gods. Yeah. So you'd have Aster and Martha and Verasi and Malchus,
Okay, guys.
and then the like fate and nature would be Tempos and Nadinus, respectively. And then the four different names at the top and bottom beside the poles are the four upper and the four lower gods.
And are there planes associated with each god? Like, does each god have a domain?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about for those in chat. I'm going to setting up so the map over, and I'll show you what they're talking about.
Is he speaking Romanian again?
No, I was speaking English. I was saying that I'm
You were
sorry.
cutting out. I couldn't understand you.
Oh, okay. I was saying I'm sorry for the camel voice because I changed to the map overlay to show the thing you guys, the thing you guys are talking about.
I'm really lagging over here.
It's okay. We love you anyway,
You're
Ryan.
lagging for me.
Is it
I
only
haven't
him?
seen that much chest hair in a long time being here.
Is everybody else
Nope.
okay? Is like
Yeah,
I mean, the call's still going, but I'm having a hard time understanding what you're saying. It'll probably smooth out in a couple of seconds.
Okay.
You can carry on, and
Good.
hopefully I'll catch it.
So, what are we doing, Chucks?
Hello?
So you guys
Hello?
make a camp. You guys make a camp. He casts Leomund's Tiny Hut, so basically every threat to you in here is just eluded. This is an extremely powerful spell, as we learned last night.
Extremely broken spell. Yes.
Extremely broken spell, yes.
What's broken about it? I don't understand.
If you weren't in the hut when it was cast, like no physical object or person who was not in the hut when it was cast can come into the hut. So if you were to like be ambushed and your hut was still up, then the things that were attacking you could literally not get to you.
But you can shoot out of the hut.
Correct.
No.
Yes.
DM,
Yes.
that's the point where the DM steps in and says, "In my universe, you cannot use this hut for combat purposes."
Yeah.
Well,
and
it's,
you make up
we
some
were
lore to back
ambushed. It wasn't like
See,
normally
this
it's not.
is how, guys. I think we can take over a city this way. We cast the hut on like a moving platform, and then we have someone behind it push the platform forward and just like approach the walls, and then you can shoot from inside the hut at the walls, and you can slowly take over.
As long as the
siege a
cart's
city.
small enough to fit inside the.
No, the cart is big. It's like a big like a
It needs
just
to be
like a
10
big
foot.
set of boards with some wheels on the bottom, and then you put the hut on top of it, and then you have someone like a slave outside pushing the hut forward.
Well, couldn't they just shoot
Or
the slaves?
holes in the bottom, or you have holes in the bottom where you can push your feet Flintstone style.
I mean, you could actually like, you could put the horse inside the hut, right? And the horse could go through the bottom.
Yeah, or you could just have people inside the hut pushing the cart forward. If you have like a hole in the center of the cart.
Hmm.
And then you have wizards inside casting fireballs out, and then no one can shoot back in.
I mean, maybe
Actually, spells
Yeah.
can't go through it though.
only,
Okay, well, then you have
only
people
physical
inside
Only
action.
shooting
physical
arrows
objects. Yeah, and eventually, but eventually you run out of arrows, right? Because you can't just bring in more arrows. You have to only stuff that's in the hut when it's cast can go through the hut.
Yeah, but this is like an ongoing process. You move close to the walls, shoot, then retreat, restock, move forward. You know,
And that's
It's a siege.
Yeah, that's the point where big things show up that decide that your hut is nothing. And
I mean,
Then you
there is
develop an
a solution to it. It's a third level
universe
spell
and
called Dispel Magic, but
yes, I know it is. I know there's actually more solutions to it than that.
oh, is that another light in front of me?
Killing the caster
Hold on.
is always a solution.
well, yeah. What if the caster's in the hut?
You wait until the hut runs out, then you kill him.
That's true.
So that's about it. No,
Okay.
the hut cannot be moved, by the way. Unless there's no platform, the platform can be moved. Okay, so that's about it. You guys.
Chucky,
you
where's our background music to envelop us, to get us in the mood?
it's everybody hears it on stream, but not you guys.
taste of your own medicine.
Yes.
Suck it, Neil.
What? I play music in game for you all the time, Ryan.
Did we switch it up? Okay. There were many, many weeks where on Dicing with Death, the entire audience would get to hear the music, and you would get to hear the music, and I would just be sitting here in silence. listening
And
to
I
your-
changed
your
that for you
voice.
because I appreciate you as a player.
So,
Okay, but for
I mean, is
realsies,
there
what are we
anything you
doing?
want to... We're
Well-
waiting for...
Wait, chat says there's no music. Chucky's lying to us. There's no music for anyone.
There is music, but it's not that loud because you won't do anything. There's a Wonderland campsite music going on.
Whatever you say.
Chat, you should riot until he provides music for everyone.
Like, is this ruin something you're trying to make us spend some time with, or should we just move on?
Oh no, that's it. You can move on. It's like,
Should we just skip to the next day, or do you want me to, like, investigate the ruins? And
do you
figure
want
out-
to investigate the ruins?
I would, but if it's not moving the narrative forward, I don't see much point in spending time with it.
I mean, it seems to be just a random spot in the map. Maybe sometimes there was something, but now it doesn't seem like anything of importance is left here. Either rooters or raiders have gone to it. There's only stone and carvings.
Yeah, so I probably have some theories I investigate, but don't necessarily share them with the party, or...
Yeah,
Need to hear them
give me a fast
next
check. Just in the future, if you want to come back to it ever, you can write it down in your notes.
No. Even with the stairs inspiration, or stairs guidance, I don't recognize any symbols or anything like that that jump out to me.
Okay.
Probably a temple to some spirits of nature or something like that, is my theory. And with that, we take off the next morning. We hide in the tiny hut and no one bothers us. Yes.
Yeah,
Go.
nothing happens. Nothing happens in the hut that you guys are in there.
That's because what happens in the hut stays in the
It
hut.
stays in the hut, and you guys just go on towards the Wandering Woods.
Let's continue
so-
then.
Okay,
Yeah,
Neil,
so what is our plan?
stop.
Have we...
Stop writing, you people. Music is going. It's just not that loud, so I don't cover your voices. Not exactly. Music is going. Go on. Just it's so loud that you need to scream now.
You're clearly not reading what they want.
What? Music for the prayers. Oh.
doesn't even read you guys. Look at that.
God.
Just glance.
Okay. Yeah, go on. You go on there. So what do you guys do? I'll put it up.
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna try and get to the. We're trying to get to the Wandering Woods as soon as possible. Zombies are being carried in griffin claws. And what about all these towns in between? Are these occupied or are these free cities?
These are free cities. The ones are probably going to be ours pretty soon. I mean, I'm guessing messengers are heading east, telling them.
Rastagar is the actual capital of the cities here. Most of them do go under Rastagar's rule. There are free cities.
Say that again. What city?
Rastagar. The one in the mountain. Yeah.
I see.
Really? Even the one south of the range? South of the mountain range?
Yeah. Even Karlok and Square Point and Morphon, even the waterfront cities. It stops at Creston. Okay, this is basically another small kingdom that hasn't been attacked yet by the armies of Varus.
Is it a human kingdom?
Mostly a human kingdom, yes. A lot of...
So Rastagar, there's a king and a human king of Rastagar.
There's a human king of Rastagar, but there's a council of... what do you call those guys? Councilmen. Just basically a circle of council... A council of councilmen.
No way.
With appointees from every... from the May Circle, from the Warriors Guild, and so on. From every major player in the kingdom, there is a representative in the council. So basically a parliament with a king, to put it in layman's terms.
Okay.
So then we could actually rest in one of these cities and not fear attack by snakemen.
I'm almost thinking we should be talking to this king and figure out why he's not getting his shit together and marching east to help out the elves. Well, I can guess why he's not doing that, but that may actually be a good option. I'm assuming we don't have any intelligence. We're probably going to be... I mean, we are the intelligence. We're going to be getting to the war in the east before any messengers would have gotten back.
From what you know, you spent 1 week there. When you left Goldford for the first time... King Bela did tell you that the armies they are gonna last about a couple of weeks, and you still have about 3 or 4 days to the Wandering Woods.
But that's old intelligence.
That's when you left. That
2 weeks.
Yeah.
But unless like some airborne messengers came west, we're probably gonna be the first people showing up at the battlefront.
I mean, there were ravens sent to everybody, especially the cities that were under Varus' control, that are now free cities, and under the alliance between Varus and Goldfort.
Okay. But did any ravens show up while we were in Valus?
While you were in Varus, no.
Yeah.
Matters like these are not settled in just a couple of days.
Yeah.
So do we want to stop in Rastagar and... see what's up? It's kind of on the way.
Yeah. Can we fly? Can the griffins fly conveniently over that mountain range?
Not conveniently.
I do have
That's why they have been avoiding it. The mountain range here is pretty high up, and the winds do pick up. So it'll be a lot harder, especially considering that they have a lot of people on them. So it would be perilous mostly to you if they flew above the mountains. I don't know how well you could take a 200 feet fall.
Why would we fall? Anyways, but we probably won't go directly over the mountains. We'll probably head east and stop in one of those towns the second night.
Okay.
These griffins are little bitches.
You can make it.
I called it. Our very first meeting with the griffins, I called it. They were
That's true.
They caused us more trouble than
they're little
worth.
bitches. They can't even fly over mountains.
Somehow they got there from the Elven Kingdom, but apparently they they won't even fly.
Let's go.
Maybe elves aren't as fat as us dwarves.
So you can push
humans.
it. You can push it to Dalton. No, sorry. You can push it to East Havenbrook, You can easily make it to Fold Fast.
East Havenbrook? Who the fuck named that town? I know I did, but that's like a fucking stupid name.
Doesn't sound that
East
bad.
Havenbrook.
Presumably, if we go further west, there's a regular Havenbrook somewhere.
Maybe.
Not marked on this map. Maybe really far
Maybe
to
it's
the
really
west.
far west.
Yeah.
Jinx. You owe me a soda now.
Okay, maybe there was a Havenbrook and it burned down, and now it's off as east.
Maybe it's one of these ruins.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Ha!
Ha.
Mystery solved.
Okay, so you guys, do
Okay.
you guys push it towards East Havenbrook, or do you stop at Fold Fast?
No, we go to
Sure.
West East Havenbrook.
Okay, so you push it. Let's see. Okay, one of the griffins does.
Dies. It just dies.
Just does. No,
Drops from the
it
sky.
seems to be exhausted
Same.
as you drop in East Havenbrook.
Jesus.
Ryan or Bowen, you
God.
can speak Griffin, right? Right? You can speak with them, right?
That's not your
Hold
film
on just a
voice, I think.
second. Sorry, I'm getting a little
I
lag
don't
over
know
here,
what my
but I
voice
think
is, so I'm gonna try and find again.
Yeah, that's better.
Didn't we just establish that Thumbelina could translate?
Yep,
So
Yeah, why that wasn't the
How can
page
Thumbelina
translating earlier?
translate?
because she can
they
speak
speak
Griffin.
Elven?
Griffin.
she can speak Griffin.
How do you speak Griffin?
She
But
just
she can
Seriously,
speak Thumbelina.
Oh, Thumbelina. I thought you said. I was thinking
Thumbelina.
Thimble.
Yeah, the pixie.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, I pull Thumbelina out of my chest pocket and ask her to tell the exhausted Griffin that he may rest for the full night and another day if need be, and we will stay in this town until he feels comfortable to fly.
It just basically does that to the griffin, and then looks at you. Well, he says a full night should be okay. Oh, that's definitely not my Thumbelina voice. She says a full night should be okay. Yeah, that's it.
Well, then we're gonna fucking stop for the full night anyway, and this Griffin should stop bitching. Griffin.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
probably
guys,
don't
let's go
even
find
hear
the
it.
tavern.
Yeah.
I assume this is like
Sounds good.
we've already landed and we're
So where do we
Yes.
leave? Do we leave the Griffins outside of town?
I'm imagining that you leave the griffins in a forested area, so a bit south of East Havenbrook. So you basically drop off about maybe an hour or two off from making it on foot.
That far.
Maybe
10
a bit.
minutes. That.
Yeah, yes. Basically, just you don't wanna, as you've done in Varus, you're not that close with the griffins to the city. I mean, dropping with a griffin in a city is not
You know,
a
I think
common
we
thing
would.
to do.
I mean, well,
Do you drop?
I'm not
You-
entirely sure why we wouldn't just land the Griffins in the city. I just wanted to clarify
Yeah.
because it's very different.
Yeah, feel free. Like, do whatever you guys
Why
want.
not?
I was under the impression that you were keeping out of sight.
Well, we only did that in Valus because we were sneaking in because it was an enemy city, but this is like a small town. We're trying to get noticed so we can ask people questions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how much attention do we want to draw to ourselves? I guess all of the attention, right?
Yeah, we want all of the attentions.
We're here to save these bitches. So we land with our Griffins in the town square. Oh, it's pretty dark though. I don't know that. I mean, a few people would be like, "What the fuck?" But for the most part,
especially
they're
the
not gonna see us
guards that are in the watchtowers and watch you just land, they seem to be speechless. They do their duty with half a mouth, asking you what your business is in here and where are you from. But they don't seem to be.
We are the companions of Thimble. I am Thimble. We are here to rid the evil from this land, and we wish to speak to your best bartender or innkeeper because we are tired.
Well, that's kind of our job as well. Guards and all. Keep up the all,
Yeah,
good.
but we are successful at our job and are actively doing things rather than standing around not fighting the evil in the world. Take us to a tavern, please.
They look at each other, look at the griffins again, and it's not worth it. The tavern is that way. Take second to the right and go in front. The lights should still be up.
Thank you.
It's Davin's Inn.
David's Inn. Okay, we'll go find David's Inn. Okay, I go look for the
Where?
largest.
What's happening with them? Like kind of half pointing at the griffins.
Don't touch them. They'll eat you.
There
Figure
are
the
mounts.
griffins take care of themselves. They're intelligent creatures with a huge beak that can rend these guards to shreds.
I would appreciate it if
So
they're outside of the city.
I would appreciate it if you gave me a foot massage, but I don't think that's going to happen either.
I say, look, if you can get them to move them. I don't think they'll harm you if you don't piss them off, though. And I go towards the tavern.
He just stands there speechless.
I'm probably a little grumpy and saddle sore.
Yeah, you've been riding that griffin pretty hard all day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, to David's Tavern or whatever.
I'll have
Hey, there we
Did the griffins take
Follow
care of
along
feeding
behind.
themselves and things like that?
The griffins do feed each other. Do feed themselves.
If they go out of town and grab a rabbit or something?
Usually that's why you leave them in the forest areas. They do fly away and catch a feast for the night.
Yeah, I assume we'll just meet them the next morning. They can do their own thing.
Okay, so you enter David's Inn.
Mm-hmm. And
I
I'm probably
look
looking for an
innkeeper.
update.
You look for what? Sorry.
I'm looking for the innkeeper and for my tavern music.
I'm looking for it, but it's annoying to find it on.
Just search just search for tabletop.
Found
That
it.
should
Yeah,
give
yeah,
you-
yeah. I know. But it's some of
Okay.
them don't like, or not all of them are there, and they're randomly put there.
A little frustrating. Yeah, I hear you.
Sounds like a pretty crowded tavern.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. As I said, the lights are still up. There seems to be a lot of people inside David's Inn. It seems like East Havenbrook is a kind of a hub, a merchant hub between the mountains and the seaside.
Okay.
So there's a lot of merchants inside of this. A lot of guards as well, mostly guards. Usually,
Like private guards for the merchants?
yeah, like mercenaries, guards, bodyguards. More,
I pick my way to the innkeeper. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your description.
No problem. The innkeeper is a actually pretty tall fella. He's
Hello, Goliath.
he is actually the one of the tallest people you've seen. And besides that, he's kind of very just thin. He doesn't seem to
Okay,
be
tall, thin guy.
yeah, tall thin guy with just like wispy hair on the side, wispy dark hair. Yes. Oh, welcome to David's Inn. I'm David.
You sure your name's not Goliath?
Goliath. What is?
You're very tall. You're too tall for David. Never mind. It's a halfling folk story. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you. At least one person's got my back here.
Everybody in chat knows the references. That's the I started the references. The reference, for God's sake. You don't need to feel awkward about it. This guy does.
Okay.
I order whatever's cooking and have a seat. Is it crowded? Like, can we get a table?
As is,
Or
it's
do-
crowded. It seems like there are tables around, but only small tables, like 2-people tables, and there don't seem to be any other chairs but the bar chairs.
It's really
so-
just me and Martour. I mean, Thimble can sit on the table.
Yeah.
Or we can snag room at the bar. I plan on mingling about and chatting with the other patrons. How much is food?
Okay. The food is comfortable food, so I think it's 1 silver, if I'm correct, for comfortable food.
Well, I'm broke, so well, not broke, but I don't know what you call it. I guess then I'll lay a platinum down in the bar and tell the bartender whatever's cooking, and I will. And I
Can I see the bar table as he's setting the platinum down? Or am I too short to see it?
You can. So he doesn't do it like stealthily. He
it's not
just
obvious.
puts it there.
I
So I would say you see the platinum coin, but you don't see the bar table because the bar table,
Okay.
it's David's in. He made it, so it's pretty high up.
Okay. So if
mean, I
I
guess
see
you
him
spend enough
getting
time-
a platinum out, I will try and like swat his hand away and be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Those are valuable. Here, use one of these." And I hand him a few gold coins instead. Here's 5 gold.
You hand the bartender? Oh, you hand me 5 gold.
Yeah, I hand you 5 gold.
How are you broke and carrying around platinum? That doesn't make
The
any sense.
bartender kind of looks weirdly at the both of you. Silver being
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that's why I was a little. I'm not. Yeah, I guess Thimble spends enough time watching me and my coin pouch to know what comes out of it. But sure, I'll break a gold.
Well, so we don't
and-
have many rooms taken. All of them, many rooms free. All of them are taken by the merchants and the bodyguards.
Well, find the one that you like the least and kick them out, and I will pay triple for our rooms.
His eyes go wide at you. I'm sorry, sir, but all of the customers today are regulars. They do come in almost.
Fine, I'll pay 5 times the going rate. Just kick them out for a night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll make the arrangements. You have a feeling like you'll be sleeping in his room.
Cool. I just hand him 10 gold.
Do I see any elves in the establishment?
It's actually a decent amount of people, and there's actually even a half elf. There is a table of elves in the corner. There is a half orc sitting with a half elf, and a couple of dwarves.
Okay, after I get some food in my belly, I'm going to activate tongues and go over and talk with the elves.
The elves,
All about that.
the elves look at you, and you speak just fluent
Yeah, so
Elvish.
I start over. I look pretty nondescript in travel-worn blue cloak. I'm not like gleaming with runes on my plate mail. And I don't know if I speak fluent Elven or if I just walk up to them and go and they can just magically understand what I'm saying.
No, it's fluent. You speak
Well,
fluent
I don't
Elvish.
think the way the spell is worded, it says anyone can understand what I speak.
I know, but
So when I speak to them,
they understand
everyone
Elvish.
around. But I
So-
don't speak Elvish.
You don't speak Elvish, but they understand fluent Elvish.
I speak in tongues. Oh no, I do speak Elvish. I don't even cast tongues. What am I talking about? Never mind. Scratch that. I speak Elvish.
Oh, outside.
So I
Moods are dark today, but you are.
exchange the typical Elven greeting,
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Um.
May the leaves be in your hair or something like that. And
Stereotypical.
pray tell, is there any news from the war in the east?
Moods are sour, outsider. The war in the east is not going well. Our brothers and sisters, they're being cornered.
You know, this is a lot of mercenaries out here. Are there a lot of bandits on the road nearby?
The coming of the orcs has brought with them other menaces. Goblins, kobolds, even human bandits. Humans are the worst of them all. The humans are the worst of them all, to be honest. Goblins and elves you can deal with. Dozens of armed, starving men. Not that easy.
Tell me, are the towns west of the Wandering Wood being under attack, under duress?
Some of them have been raided. Some of them have been completely destroyed, and most of the men and women taken prisoners. Others we've managed to get to in time and save what we could save. We're currently making our way to up north. We're going to try and talk to the king for the third time. See if we can get some support
See, you're saying your king doesn't want to support you guys.
No. Human king is not our king.
King of Rastegar.
Pitiful Rio does not think.
Oh, you're talking to elves right now. I'm sorry, I'm not even here.
Could be. I mean, it's just across the bar. But, I mean,
Yeah.
you probably see me obviously walk over to some elves and start chatting with an elven.
This pitiful
speak
Rio
any
is a
languages.
weak king. He fears battle and just cooks up into his stronghold. However strong it may be, your strongholds fall.
I look them up and down for any sort of insignia.
They seem to have battered armors beneath their cloaks. Actually, you do have actually seen this insignia. Yes, because you've seen these elves before. This insignia is the same one you've seen the first time the elves visited Goldfort.
And they were hunting Tavern down.
Yeah. Okay.
So the house.
But I
This is the elves of the house of. What was your family name, Theron?
Wind Whisperer.
Wind Whisper, yeah.
Wind Whisper. Yeah.
The elves of the house of Wind Whisper.
Interesting coincidence. But they're not. I don't know. I'm trying to get a grasp of elven hierarchy, I guess. So are they like emissaries from the
They
elves?
seem to be more
Or are they just
of
good Samaritans?
no.
trying
They
to save
seem to actually be soldiers by the way they're talking and behaving, trying to pose as some sort of emissaries. Usually, this happens when with surprise for certain emissaries are low and elves that are maybe in the forest cannot get out anymore.
How many of them are there?
There are about 4 of them.
Okay. I mean, I chat with them a little bit, but it sounded like they didn't have a. I wasn't getting a whole lot of information. I mean,
Maybe you're not asking.
I'm trying to
good
gather
questions.
where the front is, like where the orcish armies have they pushed across the river? It sounds like they have, or is that just brigands?
No, they have pushed across the river. They have actually taken the positions. What the fuck is happening? It's double music. 1 second.
It's 2 competing bars. They're having a rap battle.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, just double music going on. I don't know why.
Did you somehow open up the stream?
No. The stream is not up. Anyway, I mean it's up, but it's muted. Anyway, so the fort Lok down on south. That's where the orcs have made their encampment. And from what you understand, the whole Wandering Woods is actually seems to be closed in by the orcs.
Surrounded.
Yes, surrounded by the
So
orc
they've
army.
taken all of those towns.
Most
west
of those towns are either taken or destroyed. Yes.
Jesus.
Jesus, where'd all the people go?
Most of the people have taken refuge, and the cities that they've managed to make just to run to. So south to the well of Lost Souls and to Shargaron. Most of them have made it to Shargaron. Some trying to make it to Leomund and Rastagar.
Isn't Chargaron the name of this region of France, spelled differently?
It's your map.
Okay. So it sounds like things are more dire than we'd feared. Like this war is not going well.
Yes, the idea is that unless help is provided soon, it doesn't seem like the elves do have a fighting chance.
Yeah. I don't think we have time to go. I mean, I'll leave the elves relay this information to the party and have a discussion with them. I guess
He will try and as you talk to them, like, outsider, why do you ask so many questions concerning our brothers? What interest is it of you, human?
the fate of the world is of interest to me. I don't know. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I think we had a conversation over a period of several minutes, so I leave when it wasn't awkward. Like I chat with them for many minutes. And I'm probably vague about my goals, at least for now. But I don't lie to them or anything like that. I answer truthfully, just selectively. So I don't think we have time to go to Rastegar to rally forces. That could take many weeks or months to get an army together.
Yeah.
We'll have to. I think we should head straight to the front and see if there's anything we can do to sway the tides of battle.
Sounds good.
If there's a way we can send word to Rastegar to see if we can speed things along, but I don't know if we'll have enough sway to make any headway there.
Okay, well, let's take a break and come back and do that.
Okay, so we'll all see you guys. Looking at Neil. Waiting for Neil to
See you guys on the other side.